everyone, my name is Aulia Wardani with student ID number 1214-534 from Data Science major. 18 years and 11 months ago, I was born in Makassar on March 2023 to Muhammad Mahfud and Sumra Ghaffar. I was born and raised in Makassar and I am an only child. I am a Buginese and both of my parents came from Bonaire Regency. For 20 years, I lived with my grandparents because my parents cannot accompany me due to their job and their house far away from my school. And when I was in 5th grade, my father was transferred to Palembang. I attended elementary school in Al-Azhar 34 Islamic School in Makassar and continue my junior high school in Al-Asri Middle School in Makassar as well. And for my senior high school, I attended SMA Negeri 9 in Maros Regency. As I said earlier that I live in Makassar, there are many interesting things in here. One of which is the food, and that's one thing that makes me difficult for me to leave Makassar because the food rarely found in another cities. For example, sop saudara, coto Makassar, mie titi, and sop konro. That's rarely found in another cities, and when it found, the taste not so delicious, I think. And then talking about the best experience, I think I haven't had it, but I had a few interesting experience, but not the best yet, I think. For example, lately when I was 5 years old, I managed to become a champion at an international abacus competition. Abacus is sempoa. We used to call it sempoa. The competition, which was held in Bali. And at that time, I won the 3rd place in the category under 7 years competition. I think that's great because at that time, I was just a kid, literally just a 5 years old kid. And then also my acceptance in ITERA was one of the interesting things that happened in my life because I'm so glad that I was accepted to become a student in ITERA. For hobbies, I like to watching Korean dramas, traveling around the city with my boyfriend. And then when I feel tired and exhausted, I'm just like being alone in my room and listening to the sad song or etc. And for the next 5 years, I hope to graduate from ITERA and get a job as a data scientist in a big startup or multinational companies. And after that, after getting my jobs, I hope I can get married. Hopefully, I can get married with my boyfriend. That's all. And then for the amazing place, there's no such an amazing place in here because I think Makassar was a boring city, very, very boring. There are not too many place for holiday. But still we have Pantai Losari here. Pantai Losari is beach in middle of the city. And then we have Benteng Rotterdam. And also one of the famous place is Toraja. Toraja is famous enough because an international tourist can be found in there, many international tourists. And then we have Bulukumba. In Bulukumba we have Bira Beach, Pantai Bira. Bira is like Toraja. Toraja, because there are many tourists, and international tourists or domestic tourists in there. And then Bira is just like Bali, I think, but not that good, because in there very very hot, and I think kind of boring, or maybe I feel bored because I'm from here, because I'm not the tourist, so I feel boring. That's all. And then I don't know much about the place in here, because I just like to strolling around the city, not